Mohammad Sahib is a hospital-based physician living in London, specialising in neurology. Part-time, he is completing his MSc in Learning and Teaching and became a Fellow of the Higher Education Academy in 2018. Salawat.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So I've reasoned and I know my truth. So why do I need to stand here and convey it from this booth? What is better than my internal logical conversation? No emotion, no bias, no social persuasion. But I'm here to challenge that conjecture. That self-reasoning takes us way off our vector. Only poorly formed and biased conclusions. The internal logic is a self-propagating illusion. So is it reason pure myth? Is it flawed? Thinking fast and slow, and Daniel Kahneman would applaud. Nonsense. Reason has a clear purpose. To be used not alone, but when we join this circus. Group reasoning seems to be selective, evaluating precisely, and being very much more objective. Our kids make use of this from the get-go, making ludicrous arguments, which we commonly say no. Now, clearly, their arguments are poor, but from the age of 3, they can discern good and bad for sure. So how should we learn? In groups? In teams? Sure, problem-based learning and project themes have advantages over lecture-based expert didaction. But true team-based learning feeds off confliction. The greater the argumentation, the better the outcomes we see. If all members work for truth and they argue firmly. In fact, evidence strongly shows teams always trump students alone. Proven in science, it works in strategy, even in court. Despite the learned expert judge, it's the lay jurors that assess the truth and when it's short. Consensus with no conflict is useless. We have seen arguments give us moral progress. So, for the sake of argument, then can I ask why? Islam should be immune to this and not try? Since when did our experts not need to meet to critically battle out their ideas and admit defeat? Are we after winning and self-bias or the truth? Enough of our silo scholarships shouting from their booths. In every sector of disagreement, we should meet. Our arguments held to account, not just to compete. But arguments alone fail when there's no trust. It leads to no feedback and misplaced self-lust. Isn't the dichotomy of life a perplexing station? Prayer alone, so spiritually high, but second to congregation. Hajj, the epitome of self-discovery, yet immersed as an Islamic nation. So too, I say, is reason and its argumentation. Use it alone in silos, and we lose our way. I beg our communities to learn to convey. With trust, we can talk to people to which we can disagree. For the sake of argument and reason is for society. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.